broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Swagatam. Ramo Rajamanis Sada Vijayate. Ramam Ramesham Bhaje. Ramena Abhiyata Nishacharachamu Ramaya Tasmai Namaha. Raman Nasti Parayanam Bharataram Ramasya Dasosmyaham. Rame Chittalaya Sada Bhutame Bho Rama Mahamudhara. Rama Rameti Rameti Rame Rame Manotame. Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane. Sri Rama Nama Varanana Onnamaiti. Shri Maheshwara Sutrani. Ai Urn Rulruk. E Ong. Ai Ouch. Hayavarat. Lanya. Nyamanga Na Nam. Jabain. Gadadash. Jaba Gadadash. Kapha Cha Cha Tha Cha Cha Tav. Kapai Sha Sha Sar Hal. Iti Maheshwara Sutrani. Just some corrections from last time. Just go to the document here. You're looking at the sutram, which is 2.3.30. We looked at the sutram in many examples last time. So actually on the prior page, let me just show you which one I'm talking about. On the prior page, we looked at some examples of 2.3.30. So over here, we're looking at these, paschat, upari, adhaha, and these parataha, parastad, etc. So we're looking at different examples, which is using the sutram 2.3.30. So 2.3.30, let's look at sutram again, 2.3.30. So 2.3.30 was telling us, let me go here. 2.3.30, shashtyatas atasartha pratyayena. Shashtyatasartha pratyayena. So we're talking about, which are these atasartha pratyayaha. And the document, I think I put in the document here, if you go to the section which you referred to last time, I put in there 5.3.28 up to 5.3.41 is a general section of these pratyayas. Of course, each one has to be examined and see, what they are doing. But as it turns out, it's actually 5.3.27 up to 5.3.41. Yatasartha pratyayaha, actually starting from 5.3.27. Atas artha. The artha, the meaning, see any pratyaya which you add, be it a tadita pratyaya, krit pratyaya, whether it be a lakara, whatever it might be. So kasmin arthe pravartate. Kasmin arthe vidhiyate ayam pratyayaha. Ayam pratyayaha kasmin arthe vidhiyate. Iti sada prashtavyam, sada chintaniyam. So you always have to see which meaning is it coming in. And the meaning of this atasuch is coming here, 5.3.28 of Dakshinottarabhyam atasuch. So atasuch. And the sutram you're looking at here, the 2.3.30, which is Shashti Vidhanam, Shashti atasartha pratyayena, which comes in the same meaning at which the atasuch comes, atasartha pratyayena. So what meaning is atasuch coming in? It is in the prior sutram. Prior sutram is dik shabdebhyaha, saptami, panchami, prathamabhyo. So dig desha kaleshu vastatihi. So that is the, if you look at Tattvabodhini has a wonderful commentary. Tattvabodhini is a commentary on the Siddhanta Kaumudi. If you want to look at one single commentary on the Kaumudi, it is Tattvabodhini. Little bit difficult, but it has very few errors, and it is a very good commentary. So if you look at, it's this Vyakhyanam on that, he says, Dakshinottarabhyam, we're looking at the Vyakhyanam on 2.3.30, okay? Dakshinottarabhyam such iti asya yo arthaha. What is the arthaha? Digdesha kalarupaha. Digdesha kalarupaha. So if you look at here, it says, Digdesha kaleshu astatihi. Refer to a direction or a place or a time. In that meaning it comes. So following a word which is stands for a directional word, you can use this pratyaya astatihi in 5.6.27 in these meanings to refer to that direction, that place or that time, but it will be in the saptami, panchami, prathamabhyo. Means it can be in that direction, from that direction, or that direction. So Saptami, Panchami, Prathama. Similarly, it can be in a place also. It can be in that place, from that place, or that place. So same thing, time. In that time, from that time, or that time. So that is the meaning of Atasartha. What I'm trying to explain to you is that the Sutram 5330 talks about Atasartha. And really the section starts from 5327, not 28. And if you follow his commentary, it says Digdesha Kalarupaha, so arthaha, yasya pratyayasya, so atasartha pratyayaha. So any pratyayaha which comes in that same meaning in which Atasartha is prescribed, that is called Atasartha pratyayaha. Okay. Now, and he says Astati Prabhrati. Astati Prabhrati. He didn't say Atasartha Prabhrati. He says Astati Prabhratayaha. Prabhratayaha Pancha. There are typos here. From Astati is starting. Now how is that? Tadantena yoge ityarthaha. So in connection with a word which ends in one of these pratyayas, which are the same meaning as the Atasartha pratyayas, meaning the Shashti has to be used. So you can say Tasya Upari on top of that. That Upari is coming in this section of the same meaning as the Atasartha pratyaya has been used. So it's and therefore he said Tasya. Shashti is to be used in connection with that word ending in a pratyaya which has the same meaning as Atasartha. Shashti has to be used. Next line is what I'm trying to get to. Again, there's a typo here. Atasucho astati anantaratve api lagavanurodhena astatyartha iti na uktam mityahu. So why did Panini not say the start? Why did he choose astati? And why not start from this one right here? I'm sorry. Why did he say atasartha? Why not say astati artha? So astati is the first pratyaya, 5327. So astati artha iti vaktavyam, iti yuktam syat. So it would have been correct. But instead Panini says atasartha. So what could be the intention of that? Because the Atasartha is coming after astati. Astati also has the same meaning, digdesha kaleshu. So shouldn't we say astati from those pratyayas which are the meaning of astati, and not those pratyayas which are meaning? Even they are coming the same meaning, but since it is the first one, in this 2330, Panini may have said, because that's what confused me last time. Why did Panini not say astatyartha? See, astatyartha iti na uktam. Kasma na uktam. Lagavanurodhena, which means that the sutram would have become a little bit longer. See, the word astati is a longer, it also has a conjuncting there, while the word atas is a simpler term. So just to make the sutram shorter, Panini said atasartha and not astatyartha. So, but the section that Shashti has to be used in connection with these words is start from 5327, not 5328, because astati also comes in the same meaning. It is an earlier sutram, but Panini did not say astatyartha with lagavanurodhena. Lagavanurodhena means in keeping with, so obeying or in accordance with the ease of composing the sutram. Lagava means the ease. So that is why, anyway, the bottom line is, please make that correction. So last class, in the beginning of the class, somewhere I said, Atasartha pratyayaha, this was 5328, and the last class should be 5327. So 5327 and the correction, so maybe I'll copy this one from here. And that's the point I wanted to make, correction from last time. So maybe I'll copy this. So lagavanurodhena astatyartha iti na uktam. So that's the explanation given why Panini did not say astatyartha and say atasartha. Okay. These commentaries help us out. So you should read these commentaries. They have a lot of effort has gone into composing these commentaries. So maybe let me try to put this here if I can. Okay. Lagavanurodhena astatyartha iti na uktam. Itattva bodhini. This is Tattvabodhini Tika. Very fantastic Tika, Tattvabodhini. So I guess this was a good opportunity for me to talk to you about Tattvabodhini Tika. Tattvabodhini Tika. Okay. Okay. So one more thing from last time, which also was an error on my part, is when we're talking about these examples in the book, the examples on this last page. We're talking about this example. Let's see. Okay. No, on the prior page. I'm sorry. Prior page, bottom, page 14. Rajnyaha samipam gaccha, Rajnyaha sakashad agataha, mama parshve tishtha. Okay. Now, these words samipam, sakasha, see the Rajnyaha, and mama. This was a Shashti Vidhanam, Shashti, and this the Shashti was given by this sutram over here, which was the, let's see, okay. This Shashti was, it will not come up to 2-350. As I mentioned to you, at 2-350 onwards, the Shashti, Shesha, Adhikara goes Shashti. So there only Shashti will be the main Vibhakti. But here Shashti was not the main Vibhakti. It will come before 2-350. So that was 2-334 we got it, 2-334. Let's look at 2-334, what it said. That was fine. That part is fine. So Rajnya and Mama is fine. So Durantika Arthaihi Shabdaihi Yoge. In connection with a word which stands for far away or close by, Shashti Vibhaktir Bhavati. Anyatarasya is optionally. Panchami cha. Panchami also. Duram Gramasya, Duram Gramat, Viprishtam Gramasya, and so on. And so that's what he's giving. Now that part was fine, but then the Rajnyaha and Mama was coming by 2-334. That was correct. We did it last time. Of course, that's the main topic of this lesson is the Shashti. So that one was fine. Put it here. Rajnya and Mama is 2-334. But the next one, when I said Samipam and Sakashat, 2-335. I think that's where we need to make a small correction there. Let's look at 2-335. 2-335 is saying what? Panchami anuvartate, durantika arthebhyaha. So the word which means dura antika, close, far away or close by. Following that same word, for that word, shabdebhyo dvitiya vibhaktir bhavati, chakarat panchami, dvitiya api samuchiyate. A lot of typos here. So dvitiya, panchami, dvitiya can all come. Now, duram gramasya, durad gramasya, durena gramasya, antikam gramasya, antikad gramasya, antikena gramasya. That's fine, but it says pratipadikarathe vidhanam. So this is pratipadikarathe vidhanam. So we just want to say far away from the village. In that case, you can say duram gramasya, durad gramasya, durena gramasya. You can say close to the village. It is then, of course, it will become antikam gramasya, antikad gramasya, antikena gramasya. But it's pratipadikarathe only. But it says asattva vachana grahanam cha anuvartate. We should not be qualifying some item, some physical, thing. We say, this is, a place, close. This, for example, he gives that duraha panthaha. It's a road which is far away. It's qualifying road now. It just doesn't mean far away. It's qualifying a road which is far away. So duraya pathe dehi and so on. So basically, if you just want to say far away from the village, then you can use all these three, duram, durena, and durat. If you want to qualify something, let's say this is a house which is close to the village. Then you have to use, let's say, in a house close to the village. Then this one won't apply now. No, it's qualifying the house. So then we have still gramasya. Gramasya. But then that dura will now qualifying the graham. So it will be, dure grahe. So it is which is far away in a home which is far away from the village. So in our example, which you're looking in the book last time, we had this Rajnya Samipam Gaccha. This is object of Gaccha. So go close to the king. So go to a place so this is not Pratipadikarathe. This is Dvitiya has taken place here. So go to a place which is close to the king. This Dvitiya will be, by the usually Karmani Dvitiya. Karmani Dvitiya. Not by, so what I'm trying to correct from last time is that this one which I put, this one was incorrect here. This Samipam Sakashat. This is not really coming from 2, 3, 35, not Pradipadikarte. Look at the next one which he has given. It says that Rajnyaha Sakashad Agataha. He came from a place which was close to the king. From the king's proximity he came. Panchami is coming. This Panchami is not Pradipadikarte. If you say Rajnyaha Sakashat, means just close to the king. That is Pradipadikarte. If you say he came from the proximity of the king, in that case, that came from, that is the Panchami by the usual Apadanya. So bottom line is that this Sutram 2.3.35 is talking about Dvitiya and Panchami, but only Pradipadikarte Vidhanam. It just simply means close to or far away. Not qualifying something and then saying, in that, on that, from that, to that. Then you have to take the regular vibhakti you have to take, Karmani Dvitiya, whatever it might be. So this, in the book, when we're looking at Samipam Gacha, we didn't say Rajnya Samipam just close to the king. We say go close to the king. Go to a place close to the king. This is not Pradipadikarte. This is the karma of Gacha. Here also this is Rajnya Sakasha Ragataha. So from that he came. So Sakasha is not just saying close to the king or the king's proximity. It means from that someone came. So there is a from that meaning. That is not only Pradipadikarte. And also Parshve also is Saptami, a use of Saptami. That is the next sutram. Saptami Adhikarane. So that Saptami was fine. But that 2.3.35, so what I'll do now is remove that 2.3.35. Even the 2.35 does give, the Dvitiya Panchami. That's only Pratipadikarte, not the other Dvitiya Panchamis which are karma or which is apadanam. That you have to use the usual rules. So, anyway, just some small corrections. So one more time is that the 2.3.30 starts from the Artha Pratyaha, start from 5.3.27, not 5.3.28. Even though 28 is Atasuch and 27 is Astatihi, Panini says Atasartaha Lagavanurodhena. Second point is that the Sutram 2.3.35, which you're looking at, this one is only Pratipadikarte Vidhanam. Okay. Let us start today. Let's see, maybe today the first example that we are looking at is the exercises. I hope you all had a chance to do the Griha Karyam. Griha Karyam Yushma Bhikrutam Iti Manye. I think you must have done the homework. So nothing really too special, but let's see. Since Indu is a doctor, we can maybe start Indu start. You ready, Indu?
No.
The first one is for you. So first one is for you. Okay, you try it. Let's see what you have. Pravartanartham arambhe. Pravartana is a typo here. This is a typo here, please. Pravartanartham arambhe. Madhye Taushad hetave. Bahumanartham mante cha. Jihir shanti chikitsakaha. One more time. Pravartanartham arambhe. Madhye Taushad hetave. Bahumanarthamante cha jihirshanti chikitsakaha. This is from the Kavyamala. This Kavyamala was published by Nirnay Sagar Press in Bombay between about 100 years ago, roughly 100 years ago. Maybe some also before that. But it is available from Chaukamba Press as reprinted. It's worth having. Small books, about 14, 15 small books called Kavyamala. The KMV is a Kavyamala. Okay. So what is the Padacheda for us?
Pravartanam.
No.
Pravartanartham. Arambhe. Madhye. Tu aushada hetave. Bahumanartham. Ante cha. Jihirshanti chikitsataha.
First we'll go through these two. Jihir Shantin Chikitsakaha. You see Sanpatya is coming over here. We'll quickly look at those. Now, this Pravartanartham, let's talk. We have not done compounds yet. Since this example is taken from Kavyamala, I said this is a compound usage. So let us talk about its compound. I'll just tell you quickly what this Pravartanartham is. What kind of a compound it might be. This is a strange kind of compound. It's a Tatpurusha compound. Let's go to 2130. There's a Vartikam on 2136, which I want to share with you. So 2136, there is compounds and, even Vibhakti, Karaka is not very straightforward. So that's why you have to look around. Let's look at 2136 now. Now compounds is, Samasa Vidhayaka Sutrani Dvitiyasya Adhyayasya Prathame Pade, Dvitiya Pade cha labhyante. Any compound you have to form. You have to start with the sutram in 2.1 or 2.2. There's no other way out. You have to start from one sutram in 2.1 or a Vartikam maybe 2.1 or 2.2. Within that, from 2.122 up to 2.222 Tatpurusha. So here we are trying to form a Chaturthi Tatpurusha compound, Chaturthi Tatpurusha compound. And this sutram is Chaturthi Tadarthartha Bali Hita Sukha Rakshita. We're not doing compounds, so let's not spend too much time on this. Just trying to give the gist of that compound, Pravartanartham, and also the other compound which is coming below, which is the Bahumanartham. These two are coming in the same category. This is a Vartikam over here. And this Vartikam is saying, Tadarthi Chaturthi cha Asmadeva, no, not that one, I'm sorry. Arthena Nitya Samasa Vachanam Sarvalingata cha Vaktavya. One more time. Arthena. So with the word Artha, Nitya Samasa Vachanam. Nitya Samasa means what? That, Pakshe Vakyam na Sambhavati. You cannot have a Sapada Vigraha or Kochid Vigraha na Sambhavati eva. Vigraha Vakyam. So the Vigraha Vakyam cannot be, forget we say a simple compound, Raja Purushaha. Say Rajnyaha Purushaha. Simple compound, so the king's man. So you can use the same pada as in the compound and form a Vigraha Vakyam. Vigraha Vakyam means the sentence which explains the compound by looking at individual components. Nitya Samasa means that kind of explanation may not be possible. It will not be possible using the same terms as in the compound. You have to express in some other way. Or there may not be expression possible either. Quick example. Let's say you say the word like Kumbhakaraha. Now Kumbhakaraha, you cannot say Kumbhasya Karaha. So you have to say Kumbham Karoti iti Kumbhakaraha. So that's what it's called. If you will not have the Sapada Vigrahana Sambhavati. Now, so because that also is not to digress too much, but this Nitya Samasaha also comes in the end of this Tatpurusha. It says Nityam. And the example I just gave you was this Upapadam Mating, Upada Samasaha. There also cannot do the Sapada Vigraha. Now, this one is, example, if you have like a Gati Samasa. In Gita first shloka, right? Dharma Kshetre, Kurukshetre, Samaveta, Yutsava, Samavetaha, Sam, Ava, Itaha. Now what is Vigraha Vakyam for that? It's also a compound. We may not be able to form really a Vigraha Vakyam. I mean, you can explain in some other words. So this is also Nitya Samasa. Nitya Samasa means that you cannot just simply take those two components, put some vibhakti or something and make a Vigraha Vakyam. So this Vartikam is saying that, what is Sutram saying first of all? Chaturthi Tadartha Artha Bala Hita Sukha Rakshitaihi. Rakshita is Titya Vibhakti. So these words can be used. See, these words can be, look at the Vritti. So Tadartha Artha Bali Hita Sukha Rakshita iti etaihi saha Chaturtyantam Samasyate Tatpurushascha Samasa Bhavati. So with these words, you can take another word which in Chaturthi Bhakti has a connection with these words and form a compound. The compound will be a Chaturthi Tatpurusha compound. So it says Yupaya Daru, Yupadaru. So this is a piece of wood which is meant for the purpose of constructing the sacrificial post. So Yupaya daru is a vigraha vakyam. Yupa daru is a compound. For example, tadartha means something is meant for something else. Tadartha. So this daru is the wood is meant for constructing the sacrificial post. Okay. So and similarly and so on. But this tadartha is one of them. Then artha. So this is what we have right now. Why we come to sutram at all? Because we have the word artha in a compound. Pravartanartham. Shall figure out what is the meaning of this compound and what is how is it formed? What sutram? So this sutram is a vartikam which says arthena nitya samasavachanam sarvalingata cha vaktavya. So brahmanartham payaha brahmanartha yavaguho and so on. So basically brahmanartham payaha simply means brahmanaya payaha. This is the the payasam which is meant for a brahmana of a brahmana. So brahmanebhya brahmanaya payaha. You can say brahmanartham payaha. Now see, this thing is saying two things. So nitya samasaha. You cannot really use the word artha in the vigraha vakyam at all. Because brahmanartham paya, I'm saying brahmanaya payaha. Payas which is meant for the brahmana. And so and sarvalingata cha vaktavya. See, normally tatpurusha compound is what? Tatpurusha compound takes the lingam of the uttarapadam, which says that this is also another sutram which we don't need to go into right now, is that paravalingam dvandva tatpurushayoho. Paravalingam dvandva tatpurushayoho. Dvandva compound or a tatpurusha compound, the lingam of the entire compound will be paravat, which means that it will take the lingam of the ending word. Paraval lingam, paraval lingam which is here. Paraval lingam dvandva tatpurushayoho. So normally if you have a tatpurusha compound or a dvandva compound, then the lingam will take Rama Lakshmana. So which means that Radha Krishna Abhyan Namaha. So that whatever is the ending word, the lingam of the compound will be the same lingam as the ending word. That's a normal rule. But this Vartikam is saying when this word artha is compounded, so another word which is in Chaturthi, then sarvalingata cha vaktavya will become an adjective, almost like a bahuvari almost. It will become an adjective to that thing which is, to something else. It can take all genders. So brahmanartham payaha, brahmanartha yavaguhu. Yavagu is, I guess, is kind of gruel they used to make in the old days, So it can become brahmanartham is napumsakalinge prathama ekvachanam. Brahmanartha is silinge prathama ekvachanam when you qualify. So similarly we can say brahmanaya payaha, make it brahmanaya yavaguho. So this is the Vartikam. Maybe I'll copy this from here. Again, this is talking about compounds. We don't need compounds right now. But since we had an example given to us, need to make sense of it. So it's Vartikam on 2136 Vartikam, 2136 Vartikam, which we need to use right now to make sense of that Pravartanartham. So let's just make Pravartanartham into Pravartanaya. Just convert it for the purpose of our class today. Let's just make it like that. We will just convert that using this 2136 Vartikam. We will make it so Pravartanartham, and similarly in the later one, so Pravartanartham, as well as the later one which is Bahumanartham, we'll make it Pravartanaya. Just try to so keep it simple for us, Pravartanaya. Okay, now with that information, let's do it in that. You can do the rest of it now. Okay, so Pravartanaya Arambhe, and you can take this one. What is the bhakti of this? You can take it as, if you look at the dictionary of Apteji, he says, artham, arthe, arthaya are all used kind of adverbially. So, but this is, we have to find some Pani Sutram for that. Right? So it makes it hard for us if we're looking for a Sutram. I think we can probably take it as Samanya Napumsakam, Pravartanartham Arambhe. So it can, this is a neuter, Prathama, take it for Pravartanartham Arambhe. Pravartanaya Arambhe. Take it like that. So Or maybe, okay, go ahead. Why don't you do it? Let's see what you can do with this one.
I had a little difficulty with the first part of it, especially pravartanartham.
So pravartanaya will take a chaturthi ekavacham, right? So like one aya, right? So,
Right.
so for the sake,
just the sake of the beginning.
For starting out.
For starting out.
Pravartanam is to proceed.
Right.
Just for proceeding. Just to get started. So, in the beginning, say chikitsakaha jihirshanti.
Right.
Chikitsakaha, like, vaidyaha, the doctors. Right. So, jihirshanti, take away. Take away what?
Hru dhatu, right?
Hru dhatu. They want to take away. So jihirshanti. So hartum icchanti. Jihirshanti, hartum icchanti. Means they want to take away. So take away what? All your money, right? So
right.
So doctors want to take away your money. In the beginning, arambhe. In the beginning, just to proceed, to get started.
Proceed. And in the middle for
medicine. For the sake of prescribing, for the prescription.
Right.
Prescription, for the sake of prescription. And at the end, for the sake of, kind of honor.
The reward, right?
The reward. For
reward.
Bahumana means, great respect, because they cured you. So you have to show them great respect for that. So bahumanartham mantis, again bahumanaya. In order to show them great respect, they again, ante at the end. Again, we should take your money at the end, just as a mark of respect for them, bahumanartham. So vibhaktis are pravartanatham arambhe. We talked pravartanatham. Arambha, so arambhe is saptami ekvachanam. Ramavas shabdaha. Madhyam, so madhyam madhye, we can take it napumsakalinge saptami ekavachanam, in the middle. 2 is avyayam. Aushadha hetave, aushadha hetuhu. I think hetu is chaturthi ekvachanam, aushadha hetave. So, and again, we're not doing too many compounds, we can leave it at that for time being. Bahumanatham, again bahumanaya. Ante will be saptami ekavachanam, this is pullinge. Cha is avyayam. Jihirshanti. Let's just quickly do jihirshanti. You want to quickly do this one first? Jihirshanti. Let's try to put this one. This is the same as chikir, shabha and gita. We already did a lot of practice. We can put the dhatu is hu. So this hu dhatu is anit dhatu. Nothing is to make it. The first thing is, how about the guna nishedha? Why no guna over here?
Ecojal.
So ecojal. So ecojal. So let's put these numbers down on ecojal. So the sutram is 129. If you have a iggantam followed by a jaladi san, idagama nasti iti yavat. You have idagama. Then that pratyaya becomes a kit pratyaya. Ecojal. So then kiniticha iti guna nishedha. Cannot do any guna. Ecojal. So first of all, we have to start with 317, which is dhatoho karna samana karna ichchayam. So 317, you can start with the dhatu ru plus san. This is 317. Again, we won't put all the steps. We have plenty of practice. So same when we do in practice a couple of classes ago, we did dhatu kru, chikir, shanti, same thing over here. So ru plus san, anubandha lope sa halantyam. So this is going to be 317. Then no guna because of ecojal, 129. Then after that, okay, then we do, so this antarangam karyam is done, I think. There's no guna. There's no idagamaha. So we got rucha, sanyangoho, 6.10, sanyangoho. Do the abhyasa of the entire rucha. We got risa. So we'll put here, then we have to use 129. So Gurunishedha. And then we get, ris followed by risa. Okay, Sanyango. Then after that, what do we get? So this was
Haladi
6.
Shesha.
So Haladi Shesha. And then Urat. Haladi Shesha. Urat. Again Haladi Shesha. And then we'll get the Kuhoshchuhu, and Sanyataha.
Right.
Sanyataha. All the Abhyasaka in Sutram, they're coming at the end of 7.4, starting from 7.458 onwards. So if you're not familiar with them, please practice them. Put the numbers down over here. After doing all of that, we get the Abhyasaka as G. So we get G plus Risa.
Okay.
So, yeah, Abhyasa will come in Tripadi Kajam. So let's use that one. So here let's put the numbers again. We did the Haladi Sheshaha, which was 7160. Then we did Urat, which means the Rukara becomes the Akara. 774, I'm sorry. 7460. Then Urat is 7466. Then after that, Urandraparaha. Again Haladi Sheshaha. Then we did Kuhoshchuhu. And after that, Sanyataha. This last sutram is a trademark of the Sanantapragaha. In we have a San Pratyaya following, then in that case, in the case of San Pratyaya, the Akara becomes Ikara in Abhyataha. Sanyataha. Okay? In the meanwhile, what do we have to do inside here? Did we go too fast? Did we go to Abhyasa too fast? Did we miss something? Well, first of all, how about Dirgha? You should have done Dirgha first. Because here,
Right, we should have done the Dirgha first, right? Ajjanagamam Sani, right?
Ajjanagamam Sani. So this one is Ajjanagamam Sani. So Jaladi San. And prior is the Ajanta Dhatu, or Dhatu Han or Gam. It takes Dirgha Adeshaha. So you know what I should have done? I should have taken the steps from the prior. When we did Dhatu Kru, we already did this one. So let's go back there for a second, okay? Let us go back so we don't make any more mistakes before that. So we had to do actually the we did the Dhatu Kru a couple of, I think 3 classes back. We had the Dhatu Kru. Yeah, here it is. Here. This is what we had. We had the Dhatu Kru over here, and then we did 129, then we did 6416. So first thing we should have done the Ajjanagamam. And then we should have done the Ruta Dhatoho, Urandraparaha. Okay, let's do that. One more sutram is we can mention over here. This Dhatu, Ru is Anit Dhatu, but also 7 to 12 is also that will help us. 7 to 12 is telling us what? Sani Graha Guhoscha, which means Shukashkiti. Any dhatu in Ugganta dhatu will not allow an Idagamaha for the San Pratyaha. So that is also 7 to 12 also could have been mentioned. In any case, dhatu is in Anit dhatu. So that's fine. But so let's revise these steps now. Let's revise these steps. We have to first do the okay. So 6, 4, 16. Okay, then 619, but not 619. 619 is the Sanyango. Once you don't practice, so this is what happens. So, all right. So this one right here itself we should have done the
Dirgha.
So this one would have been by 6, 6, 1. What is it? 15 was it?
6, 4, 16.
6, 4. Sorry, 6, 4, 16. 6, 4, 16. Rabin Rusa. So what does Sutra say? Ajjanagamam Sanikham. Jaladi San. Then the Ajantam. Now we have to do 71100, which is Ruta Dhatoho. The long Rukara for Dhatu takes the Ikara Deshaha. Urandraparaha. Then we can do the Abhyasakara after that.
Yeah, right.
So we're going to get here. So this was 71100.
One continue.
followed by Urandaparaha. Urandaparaha. Here is and now when you go to Abhyasa by 619, you're going to get here is okay, let me just change this whole thing for okay. So we're going to have now okay, so here's okay, so that's what we have is 61, I think it's 619 or 6110. 619, double check that. 619 will give us that. So that is Sanyango. Correct, 619. Okay, now what do we need? We need Haladi Sheshaha. We still need that. We don't need Urat anymore. We don't need this one anymore. We don't need this one. We don't need this one. We do need Kuhoschuhu. That. We don't need Sanyataha.
We don't need Sanyataha either.
Sanyataha. So we don't need this one. Okay. So here's so then Haladi Shesha, the Refa and Sakara take Lopaha. The Ha becomes the Chakara Desha, takes the Chavarga Desha, which is the Ha is the Mudhu Varnaha, Mahapranaha. So it's going to take the Chaturtha Varna Desha. Become J and here will be here is Cha.
Satishji?
Yes.
You are getting there. Here, sir.
Yes, I'm sorry. Yes.
And how about the Shatvam Adesha?
That's the Tripadi Karya. That's 8.3. We have to wait for that. We will get the revenge. That's 8.359, right? So we have to wait till we finish all of this and get to Sapa Sapta Adhyaya first. Let's finish this Sapa Sapta Adhyaya first, then we can go over there. Okay. So now what's the next step?
Now is the Shatvam, right?
Well, what about the Dirgha?
Oh, Dirgha. Oh, yes. Halicha.
So that's 8277.
8277.
Then 8277. Then we can do.
Then we can do the Shatvam. Yeah.
And finally we can do Abhyase.
Abhyase
Charcha. So before we can just also put the Pratyaya tip over there, or the Pratyaya Ji, Jivantaha, bring in the Shap and do all the Ato Gune, etc. So we'll put all of them over here. So we should then get the form, this is by Abhyase Charcha, and then we make the Dirgha by Halisha, that's the first thing, Halisha Dirgha, Jihir, and then Adesha Prattyayoho will do the Murdhanya Adesha, Murdhan Jihir Shanti, Okay, so what do we do here? Of course, we bought the Pratyaya Ji, Lat Lakara, the Latsya became Ji, Joantaha. We won't put those numbers. So 8277, we've got the Halicha Dirgha, Dhatu ending in Rep or Vakaraha, or by a Hal, in the prior Ik becomes Dirgha, this becomes Hirsa. In the meanwhile, as Vasu said, we got to do Adesha Prattyayoho, make the Sakar into Murdhanya Shakaraha. Also have to make Abhyase Charcha, 8454, Jihir Shanti. So one more time, start with 317, which was the Dhatoho Karmanaha, Saman Pratukad Ichayam Va. And then we did Ekojal, the Guna Nishedha, that's what stops 7384. Then we had the Ajjanagamam Sani, Jaladi San, if you have Ajantamangam, we have Dhatu Han or Gam becomes Dirgha, Rusa. Then we got Ruta is Dhatoho. Ni Dhatu in Rukaraha, because Ikara Desha, Urandaparaha. Here is Abhyasa Sanyangoho, here is Haladi Sheshaha, Kuhoschuhu becomes Ji, here is then after that we did Halicha Dirgha becomes Jihir Santi. In the meanwhile, Lat Lakaraha, Ji Adeshaha, Joantaha, Kartari Shap, Apogune, and then after that, Adesha Prattyayoho, Sakara se Murdhanya Adesha, Murdhanya Shakara Adeshaha, then Abhyase Charcha, Jakara se Sthane, Jakara Adesha, Jihir Shanti. Okay, Jihir Shanti, Hartum Michanti. Just want to take away. Want to take away what you have. So some Jihir Shanti. Chikitsakaha. Chikitsakaha, we saw this sutram last time, which is maybe the time prior, which was that this is what's called the Swarthe.
Nityasan, Swartesan.
Swarthe. So it is in the beginning of, I think, 315 itself. Guptijkidyasan. Guptijkidyasan. San Pratyaha is Swarthe, Nityam, so which is going to come. These dhatus can take Pratyaha. They take Pratyaya without changing their meaning in their basic, but there's a Vartikam on that, which in the special meanings, this Pratyaya comes, 315. We already looked at this one. So 315, if you look at the special meanings, Gup, Tij, Kid, Byasan. So there is a Vishesha Nirdesha. It says, Gupadishu Anubanno Yadishar. Ninda, Kshama, Vyadhi Pratikareshu Sannishyate. So only in these meanings, Ninda, Kshama, Vyadhi Pratikaraha. So Vyadhi Pratikaraha is the dhatu. Kit will take the pratyaya. Sun, in that meaning, this sun does not have, this is not dhatu iti vihitaha. There was no dhatu mentioned over here. This sun pratyaya will not be either sarvadhaka pratyaya, nor will it be a pratyaya which has the ardhadhatuka sanya. So we cannot do any idagamaha, cannot do any gunadesha. So it's very straightforward. So only thing, so we got kit, sa, judi abhyasa, kuhosh chuho, chikitsa, and then, usual. So nothing really special, only kuhosh chuho, 7462. We already had in the prior lesson, we already did it over here. Chikitsa, I just saw it. Should be here. So kitsa, so chikitsati, we already did that. Only sanyangoho, kuhosh chuho, Abhyas, haladi shesha, chikitsanti, chikitsakaha. So chikitsakaha, what kind of prayer is that? Chikitsa dhatu, we got chikitsa. Chikitsakaha. What will you get that from? So chikitsa dhatu we got from using 619, and so on. So this akka, nul tuchau. So this is when you want to make an agent adjective. From any dhatu, you can use pratyaya nul or trich. Akko like a word karta, harta, bharta, bhokta, all that. But you can also use nul. Pratyaya nul, who will become akka. Yuvaranako by 711. This pratyaya akka can be used. So, nul becomes, so 3133, nul trichau. Simple meaning is that any dhatu can technically take this pratyaya nul or trich, the sense of kartari arthe. Kartari because kartari krit by 3467. So we got pratyaya nul. Nul becomes akka by 711. Sutram very simple. Yuvaranakau. Yuvoho anakau. So the yu and vu becomes yatha sancham respectively ana and akka. So one more time. 3133 nul trichau. Vu ityetasya akka adeshaha. So let's put that, and then finally, how to get rid of the akara at the end there?
Which one?
So we have chikitsa, she, kit, chikitsa plus the pratyaya nul. Then the this one was 31133. The nul became akka adesha. Akka adesha came as a result of 711. Question I'm asking you is that between that ending akara of chikitsa,
Atolopa.
that's only atolopa. This is akara.
Oh.
Atolopa.
Atolopa.
Ardhadhatuke. So 6448 says that the adhikar of ardhadhatuke starts from 6446. 6448 says very simple sutram. If you have akarantam angam, or by pratyaya which is the sanya of ardhadhatuka sanya, then in that case akara is lopasyat. Angasya lopasyat alone chasya. Akara is lop. So it's a very, very simple sutra. If you can try to retain some of these in your mind, I'm throwing many sutras at you. You can try to retain whatever 1, 2, 3, whatever you can, make it part of your portfolio. You can use them. If you use them repeatedly, they stick in your mind. Ato lopaha. 6448. Adantasya angasya ardhatuke pratyaya pare lopasyat alonchasya. So it becomes firm. Again, vritti which I give on the spot, vrittis don't take as pramanam. Vritti or take from siddhanta kaumudi or kashika. whatever I say is okay till you confirm it. So it is always a disclaimer in any of these classes, disclaimer in all of these classes. Disclaimer is that whatever I say, you have to confirm from Siddhanta Kaumudi or Kashika, then take it as Pramanam. Because I can make mistakes or I might, not give you the full thing. So Ato Lopa, straightforward. Sutram, so this, what happens here is that we get chikitsa, this ending akara of chikitsa drops. And we get chikitsa aka. So we get chikitsaka. So it becomes, this sakara will drop. So this is 6448, Ato Lopaha, and then the aka was already in there. So we'll remove all of this. So it will become chikitsaka. Chikitsaka will be an adjectival form. One who does chikitsa. So vyadi pratikaraha. So vyadi pratikaram karoti. Pratikaroti, you can say. Chikitsakaha. So me doctor. Okay. Now, did I make a mistake here? Did I put in the wrong place?
Are you correcting it from the previous page?
I'm sorry, I put the wrong place. Okay, let me see. All right. Okay. Let me copy this down here. Okay, I repeat this whole thing. Okay. Okay. Yeah, for a mistake, I went to the wrong page. Okay, give me 1 second here. Okay, I know. I think I just have to take this down there. I think we'll be fine. Let me just take this out of here. Okay. Okay. I don't think I didn't overwrite anything, right? I don't think I did. So, okay. Let's come down here. It's today's class. I was in previous class notes, so in the wrong place. Let me put this down here. Okay. Chikitsa. Okay. I think we are fine. Chikitsaka. Okay. Let me save this one. All right, so let's go back to our homework. So the chikitsakaha jihirshanti hartum ichanti. Doctors want to take away what you have. Understood. For what purpose? Arambe, in the beginning, pravartanatham, for the sake of proceeding, for the sake of starting. Madhye, in the middle. But in the middle, and 2 is like a filler, 2 may not have any specific meaning. And then in the middle, for prescription, aushadha hetave, in order to prescribe the medicine. Then ante cha bahumanartham. At the end, when they cured you, you want to take away money because as a mark of respect for them, great respect for them. So maya upakara kritaha tasmad aham bahumanyah tasmadartham punah jihirshanti. Again, want to take away money. So that's the meaning. So doctors want to take away what you have in the beginning for the sake of proceeding, in the middle for the sake of prescribing medicine, and at the end as a mark of respect, great respect for what they have done. Okay, let's go to the next one. We'll try this one also, Indu. This form. Mateva rakshati piteva hite niyungte. Well, one thing, what's the number? 2418. Okay. Yeah, let me look at, I put this number 2418 over here. 2418. 2418. Okay, 2418. Okay, actually what I done last time when we had this example last time, what I did was 2418. Can we take it as a Kriya Visheshanam? One more way to take it is to take it as a Kriya Visheshanam. Take it as an adverb or adverbial. So Avyayi Bhavasya Sutram, which we have 2418. The question that I'm trying to go back to is that this one which is Pavartanartham. Is it Prathama Ekavachanam? Is it Dvitiya Ekavachanam? Dvitiya Ekavachanam. I said maybe we can make it Pavartanartham, take it Samanya Napumsakam, Samanye Napumsakam, make it Pavartanaya. Or maybe another way might be is you can take it 2418, the Vartikam, which says that the adverbs, which is the Kriya Visheshananam, Chaklibata Ishyate, Karmatvam cha Ishyate. The adverbs can be neuter, Klibata Ishyate, Napumsakalinge Bhavanti, Ucharyante. And they can also be the Karmani, means the Dvitiya Ekavachanam. So maybe you can take, what do you think? You can take an adverb. can we take pravartanartham as a kriya visheshanam? Pravartanartham jihirshanti. Could be possible, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
So because we have to come up with some, because pravartanartham can only be a dvitiya or prathama ekvachanam.
Prathama or Dvitiya, right.
Prathama dvitiya. So if you can take it as an adverb for jihirshanti, they take away in a manner such that the purpose of taking away is to proceed. So maybe we can use 2, 4, 18 vartikam. So in that case, pravartanartham will be dvitiya ekvachanam. Dvitiya, if you use 2, 4, 18. So 2, 4, 18 vartikam. This for adverbs, for all adverbs, not all adverbs, I should say, sorry. Is if you see this is important vartikam. If you see a neuter napumsakalinge dvitiya ekvachanam, visheshanam nasti chet, it's not an adjective. It might be an adverb. Like, dukkham praptam ayogataha, Bhagavad Gita, dukkham praptam ayogataha. So, where is it is coming? Let's in our Gita for the day. Dukkham aptum ayogataha. Let me see if I can find that. I think this is sannyasistu mahabhav. Dukkham aptum ayogataha. Yogyukta munur brahma. Chirani gacchati. Yogyukta shuddha pavijayukta. I think it's chapter 5, I think. Dukkham aptum. Chapter 6, you think?
I think maybe 6.
So let's see. Let's try. Dukkha maptum. Okay, let me see. Maptum. Maptu. Okay, chapter 5, 5.6. So, sannyasistu mahabhaho dukkha maptum ayogataha. Doesn't mean you obtain sorrow. It means that sannyasa is difficult to obtain without yoga. That dukkham in 5.6 of Gita is an kriya visheshanam. So you can obtain with difficulty or difficultly. Whatever, that's probably not good English, but that 5.6 in Gita. This vartikam is important vartikam, which you will see. This is vartikam for adverbs. So neuter adjectives can be used. As neuter accusatives. Neuter accusative as adverbs. This is the important vartikam. So kriya visheshanam klibata karmattam cha ishyate. Neuter in neuter as accusative singular. In accusative singular. Okay. Alright. So in Gita 5.6. For example, Gita 5.6. Singular. Singular. An example is Gita 5.6, which is the dukkham aptam ayogataha. Dukkham. Okay. Now, if you use that, then by that vartikam, the only thing is that does it really fit well as an adverb to jihir shanti? So pravartanartham jihir shanti. So they take away in a manner such that it is for the sake of proceeding. Then pravartanartham will be dvitiya ekvachanam. Okay, let's go to the next one. Mateva rakshati piteva hite niyunkte kanteva chaviramayatyapaniya dukkham kitim cha dikshu vitanoti tanoshi lakshmim kim na sadayati kalpalateva vidya. One more time. Mateva rakshati piteva hite niyunkte kanteva chaviramayatyapaniya dukkham kitim cha dikshu vitanoti tanoti lakshmim kim na sadayati kalpalateva vidya. We'll try for the chida for this.
Mateva rakshati.
Mata
iva rakshati.
Iva rakshati.
Rakshati. Pita iva hite.
Pita iva hite.
Niyukte.
Okay.
Kanta iva cha abhiramayati.
Cha abhiramayati.
Apaniya
dukkham. Okay.
Kirtim cha dikshu.
Kirtim cha dikshu vitanoti.
Vitanoti tanoti lakshmim. Kim na sadayati.
Kim na sadayati.
Kalpalata eva vidya.
Kalpalata iva.
Lata iva vidya.
Kalpalata iva vidya. So ad gunaha. In mateva, piteva, kanteva, and kalpalateva. Ad gunaha. Mata plus iva, pita plus iva, kanta plus iva, kalpalata plus iva, ad gunaha. We have that. Okay. So we have this vidya is the kartri in all of this. Vidya. So vidya mata iva rakshati.
Protects us like a mother.
Like a mother, she protects her. Vidya is like latavat pratipadikam. Vidya plus su. Kuhalni abhyo iti. Sakar lopaha. Vidya prathama ekuchanam. No, mata iva. Will you practice for us? Pratipadikam here in mata is what?
Matra.
Matra. How does matra become mata?
I think Rudashanas Anangadesha.
It's Anangadesha. Let's look at Sutram quickly. Let's put these numbers. Some practice for us. It's Mata plus Su. What number will that be, roughly speaking?
7-3?
I think 7-1.
7-1. 7-1, 90 something?
90, 93, 94-ish. Rud Ushanas Purudam So Neha Sancha. Any new sutram? Repeat it 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 times. Rudushanas Purudam So Neha Sancha. Rudushanas Purudam So Neha Sancha. Rudanta. Rud, then Ushanas Purudam Sas and Anehas. Sau Prataha. The Anangadeshaha. Anangadeshaha. Anang means normally the Adesha will take Alontyasya 1152. But in Anekalshis Sarvasya 1155. And then after that Nitya. Nityadesha Anekalapi Antyasya Alasthane Bhavati. So when you have an Adesha, have to look at these 4 rules. 152, 53, 54, 55. Alontyasya default 1152. 53 says Nitya, which is what we're using here. Then Ade Farasya Anekalshis Sarvasya. In our case, the Adesha is Anang. Anubandha Lope An. Remove the Anubandhas first. Then only see which Anekal, Ekach, Kaladi, Ajadi, whatever. Remove Anubandhas first. So Adesha is An. So Anekal Adesha. So even though 1152 would have come as a default rule, Anontyasya, Tasya Pavadaha. Anekashis Sarvasya. Sarvasya Sthaninaha Sthane Bhavati. Replace the entire Sthani would have gone. So to stop that, Panini puts that Kavarga Panchama as a Nit. So by Nitya, you can replace only the ending letter Rukaraha. So only Ru will become An, become Matan.
Matan.
7 of 93 along with 7193. So please practice these rules. Matan plus in the meanwhile, we can do the Upadeshas and Anasika It. So we have 7193 along with Paribhasha Sutram, which is Nitya, and then, of course, the Upadeshas and Anasika It. So after that, what do we do?
Then Sarvanamastane Sambuddha.
Yes, Sarvanamastane Cha Sambuddha. We can do that, which will do the Upada Dirgha. We have Nakaranta Mangam. Forward Pratya, which is Sarvanamastana Sanya, but not Sambuddhi. The Upada becomes Dirgha. To become Matan, 648, and then of course Halni Abhyo. And then finally Nolopaf Pradibadikantasya. Nolopaf Pradibadikantasya. So after all that we get Mata. Mata, so we have 648 from Sarvanamastane Chasambuddha. Halni Abhyo is Sakar Lopaha. Tat Paschad Nolopaf Pradibadikantasya Nakar Lopaha. So Mata. Okay. So here what do we have? We have Mata Iva Rakshati. So Vidya Mata Iva Rakshati. You have this Iva. Of course, this is a very easy Upama. We should always match the Vibhaktis. Upama and Upameya. Match the Vibhaktis. And you will know exactly who is being compared to whom. So you have your Mata is Vidya is Prathama. Mata is Prathama. You may not have the Samana Vachanam, Samana Lingam. Vibhakti Samana Bhavatyeva. Vibhakti will be Samana Vibhakti between the Upama and Upameya. Okay? So Vidya will compare to Mata. So Vidya protects like a mother. And Pita Iva, same thing, Pitru Padibhikam, go through the same steps. Pita Iva, hite, saptami ekavachanam, hite. Niyungte. Niyungte dhatu is what?
Yuj dhatu?
Yuj dhatu. Niyungte. You want to try this one? Niyungte. This is saptamagana. This is the rudadibhyashnam. Rudadibhyashnam. So even though Kartari Shap is a default, some practice for us, Kartari Shap is default. Below that you should have Rudadibhyashnam. Shnam is Vidashwanchat Paraha. We'll go on infix in the dhatu. Let's start with that. So let's start with 3178. Vidashwanchat Paraha. Rudadibhyashnam. So let's see. So we have Niyungte. So dhatu yuj. Ni plus yuj. Of course, ni is upasarga. It will not participate in any of these operations. The prathak padam. Ni plus yuj. Yuj plus, of course, in this case, lat. So just going some basic steps. So lat anubandha lope. Only la remains because of the upadesha jananasika it halantyam. Halantyam. Here also laka should be an it, but a shakvatadhyate. But if you do that, then the sutram lasya will not have any meaning. Also, prayojan abhavad, lakarasya sunyana bhavati. So only la remains, tiptajji, being the pratyaya ta pratyaya, because you're talking about pratham purusha, ekavacanam. And so niyungte, so ta, and then first thing you want to do, these are always the first 2-3 steps.
Atmanepadanam tere?
Yeah, so correct. Chita Atmanepadanam tere. So first step will be lakara in, remove the it letters, lasya, tiptajji by 313, 3478, being the appropriate pratyaya, tip, etc. Next step is scan the remaining part of 3.4 and see if there is any lakara sambandhi adeshaha. In this case, it's the ekar adeshaha by the Chita Atmanepadanam tere. Chita Atmanepadanam tere. So now we get, we leave the ni as it is. We have yuj plus, we got yuj plus te. What we used was 3478. So 3478. I think what is 3479, I think, right? Next sutra.
3479, yeah.
29. Chita Atmanepadanam tere. Now we can bring in, because we could not bring Kartari Shap or Sapavadas until now. Because this Kartari Shap, Sarvadhatuke. That lat lakara doesn't have the sanya of Sarvadhatukam. So ting is Sarvadhatukam, Ardha Dhatukam Sheshaha. So now we can, but now this ting is Sarvadhatukam. This pratyaya ta has the sanya of Sarvadhatukam. So now you can bring it the Kartari Shap, Tasya Pavadaha, Radibhyashnam. Radibhyashnam. So let's put this name. 3178, Vidashwanchat Paraha, which is 1147. So 47. So now what do you give? We got now ni plus na, of course in the pratyaya shnam, so the shakvatadhyate halantyam. So na plus we get okay, yuj is still there. I'm sorry. Oh,
right.
Jakara is there, and
You.
then te. Okay. So I use 3178 Rudadibhyashnam, then Vidashwanchat Paraha. Okay. What's the next step now?
Why did you write the you this for this?
Which one? Ni. Oh, I'm sorry. You. I'm sorry, not ni. I was talking about ni. I should put you. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh. Yuj. Oh. You na ja te. Now shnan na lopaha. Shnan, we need to remove the akara at the end of na. So, shnan na lopaha. This will be good practice for all of us. We haven't done this in a long time, but we should practice these rules. 6423. Shnan na lopaha. Shnan na lopaha. No, that's not the one. Not shnan na lopaha. It's the wrong one. Which one do we have to do? Nasoral lopaha.
Nasoral lopaha.
Nasoral lopaha. Not shnan na lopaha. Shnas dhatu, the shna and the as dhatu. Take al-lopaha. 64111. Pratyaya following is kitnit. I think that's anurutya of that. 64111. Shnasor al-lopaha. Shnasor al-lopaha will come. So that sutram is shnasya, which is what we have right now. Pratyaya shnam. Astesh chakarasya lopa bhavati. Sarvadhatuke kniti parataha. So 64111 सार्वधातुके क्निति परः श्न इति एतस्य अकार लोपो भवति 64111. Then what do we get here? Now we have the you. I'm sorry. You n ja te. Okay, so I think we're almost done here. Yung te. So what do you want to do now? What do you want to do?
We'll go to
Now we have to go to the we have chokuhu.
Choku.
Chokuhu. So jakara will become a, because the cha varga will take a ka varga adeshaha jali atha padante. So ja is followed by ta, it will become a gakaraha. Then how about the in the meanwhile, what's happening in nakara over there? Naschavadantasya jali. Naschavadantasya will become anuswaraha. Anuswarasya parasavara. So all only sandhi rules. We should know these well. These should be known well to us. Let's just do step by step. So we will first get you, na, ga, te. This is kuhos chuhu. Sorry, chohokuhu. Chohokuhu. Then what sutram is the Nashchavanasa Jali? Let us go step by 8024. So it become anuswaraha. 8024. So let's take this one and make this nakara anuswaraha. Nakara anuswaraha. So it become anuswaraha. Yung. Okay. Okay. Yung te. And then so this is 8324. Naschavrantasya jali. Naschya. So nakarasya makarasya sthane anuswaradesha bhavati jali prataha. Apadantasya nakarasya makarasya. Okay. So 8324. And then finally we need to use anuswarasya parasavarnaha and also need to use
8446.
and karicha. And karicha. They will do it. That's fine. We'll do it. So 8446, 8455 will do it for us. 8446. Anuswarasya parasavarnaha. No, not 46. What sutram is Anuswarasya parasavarnaha?
45.
58.
45.
58, right?
Oh, yes. 58.
58. So we use 8455, 84. So Kharicha, Anuswarasya parasavarnaha. Use the final form, which is ni yung te. So ni, but the ni pratyaya again. So maybe we can leave the ni out of it. So yung. So this is the anuswarasya parasavarnaha. So this one is 8458, and Kharicha is 8455. Ni yung te. Okay, so 8455, which makes the gakarasya sthane gakaradeshaha, anuswarasya parasavarnaha. Go and match the kavargaha, become the kavarga panchama, ni yung te. 8458. So finally, there's some practice for us. Good to practice. So hite ni yung te. So like a father, so like a mother protects you, like a father employs you, assigns you, or makes you do something which is good for you. Niyuj is to assign. Niyuktaha, appointed, appoints, to appoint, to assign, to he basically encourages you. He makes you do something which is, he appoints you to do something which is good for you. Appoints you in something which is good for you. So like Vidya does that. So in Kanta Iva. Pradipati is Kanta. This is Latavat. This is not Kantra. This is Kanta. Pradipati is Latavat. Kanta Iva cha Abhiramayati. Okay, Abhiramayati. What kind of form is the Latlakaraha? You see the Pratyaya, you see the Aya Shabda in there. Aya.
Right.
You see, we have told this many times. If you see an Aya, Nitinganta Prayogaha, start thinking niche. Start thinking about the niche Pratyaya. Niche. Niche can be Swarthe niche by 3125 Churadibhyo niche, Athva Hetumaticha. So Churadigana Dhatus can take niche Swarthe, Chorayati. Or it can be like, Pujayati, etc. It can be Hetumaticha. Any Dhatu can take niche Pratyaya when there is somebody instigating, propelling somebody else to do something. That hetu, tat prayojako hetu. So kartuhu prayojakaha hetu. So hetu is the one who propels, instigates the doer. Okay, so Ramayati is this form. Nich pratyaya in there because you see the aya. What is this aya? How does aya come from? The nich takes guna. Becomes e. Nich means only anubandha lope ikaraha. E becomes a. Echoyava becomes I. Followed by a shap becomes aya. Like in the third adhyaya of Gita, buddhim mohayasi vame. Mohayasi, mohaya, aya, again an aya. So Arjuna complained that you are as if confusing my mind. Mohayasi. Okay. Now, kanta iva abhiramayati. Abhiramayati. Now, who be anikarta over here? Can you remove the niche from me and make the ani avastha for me? The kanta is the hetu.
Yes,
She is
right.
making somebody else enjoy or delight, rejoice. So, abhiramayati. So she's entertaining somebody else. Literally speaking, like a you can say like a lover. She entertains you. She makes you feel good. Delights you. So now she delights somebody else. She makes somebody else delight. So you can say janaha abhiramate. Right? Abhiramate. Somebody is delighting. Then kanta janam abhiramayati. She makes him delight. She entertains him, makes him feel good. So here, even though the anik, so always do this exercise. We'll saw in the last lesson. When you have a hetu mati niche, try to remove the hetu and get back to the ani avastha. This is a akarmaka dhatu, ramate. So it should be janaha, kopi janaha, purushaha. So purushaha abhiramate means somebody delights. Then kanta purusham abhiramayati is that she makes him delight. Couple of points. First of all, why did Rama not become Ramayati by the Atopadhaya? Okay, let's put something abhiramayati. So let's first take the dhatu ram, which I think Vadi dhatu. Now it is the it's Atmavadi dhatu actually to begin with. So we'll talk about that in a second. Put the pratyaya nich over here because this is by 3126 because the hetu is coming in here. Somebody is going to come and propel the doer. So that is the hetu. And hetu mati cha nich pratyaya. So now here of course anubandha lope. When you do anubandha, remove these letters chutu halantyam. So anubandha lope ikaraha vashishyate. So ikara vashishyate. Chutu halantyam. Chutu halantyam. This should be automatic for us by now. Chutu halantyam. Okay. So now we get Rami. But my question is, why not Atopadhaya? Atopadhaya 72116 says, Niti pratyaya pare. Niti. Chavarga panchama. Niti. So if you have the nit.
Is it because of mitam hrasva?
Mitam hrasva, very good. So like asato ma sadgamaya, right? You all know the Upanishad Vakyam. So Ramayati didn't become Ramayati. Mitam hrasvaha. Dhatu which has ma as an it and followed by nich pratyaya becomes the ach becomes hrasvaha inside. So the question is that now this dhatu doesn't really have ma as an it. But that mitam hrasvaha is you have to go to the dhatu, not to spend the whole class on this, but just give you brief pointers. Is 649 mitam hrasvaha is says ghatadayo mitaha. Ghatadayo mitaha. In the bhuvadi gana, there is dhatu ghata, etc. And they, even though they don't have a mers and it sakshat, which is actually present there, they're regarded as they have mers and it. So there is a section in the bhuvadi gana, the ghatadi dhatus, which are regarded as having mers and it. Even there, ram may not be there. But there is a gana sutram over there. It says amantaha mitaha. Okay, one more time. Now look at 6.4. What are we trying to do now? First of all, we're trying to figure out why the atopadhaya, which is the vriddhi of the akara become rami. Why is it not happening here? It is actually happening here, but then comes mitam rasvaha and makes a rasvaha again. But that requires dhatu to have merged, and we don't really have that right now. But at mitam rasvaha points you to the section in the dhatu pataha, in the bhuvadiganaha, which the ghatadayo mitaha. The dhatus ghata, etc., are considered as having merged in it, even though they really don't have more actually in dhatu pata itself. But the fact that they are in the section of ghatadis, they consider having merged in it. Ghatadayo mitaha. In that is also a Gana Sutram which says amantaha mitaha. It is a part of a bigger Gana Sutram, but that says that any amanta dhatu, like ram, gam, etc., nam, namayati, they also consider as merged in it. So they are mitaha. So finally, with the Gana Sutram, using 6492, we can make it Rami, back to Rami. So Rami, back to Rami. So we'll put these two steps over here. It's probably too fast for you, but we've done this in prior classes. So first step is, of course, make it Rami. Rami by Atopadhayaha. Then you make it Rami, back to Rami by making it Rasvaha. It's Mitam Rasvaha. 6492, and here you have to use the Gana Sutram. Gana Sutram. See, let's take we have sutras in the Sutra Patha, the Dhatu Patha, Gana Sutrani. These are also like sutras. So in that Gana, there might be some extension being made, little tweaking being done. Gana Sutram basically says that Amantaha is a part of a bigger Sutram. Amantaha Dhatavaha, Amantaha Mitaha. So the Amanta Dhatus considers having merged in it. You get Rami. Now once you have Rami, then it is straightforward. You take the Dhatu Rami, Pratyaya of Lat. Won't put all the steps in here. Lat becomes Tip. Meanwhile comes the Shap. So what we can do is we can just put the final form over here. So again, always bring the Pratyaya Tip before putting Shap, because Shap requires Sarva Dhatuke. So don't bring in the Shap until you have brought the Ting Pratyaya. So Shap plus Tip. Again, also we should not say that Shap is the Gana Vikana for the first Gana and others for other Ganas, because Shap is default for all Dhatus. We also need to mention here that we should mention here Sanajanta Dhatavaha. You need the Dhatu Sanya. So you cannot bring any of these Pratyas, any Lakaras or Ikrut Pratyas, because they all have Anurti of Dhatoho. So you need Sanajanta Dhatavaha. After that, you can bring the Pratyaya Lat. Lasya, that becomes Tip. Of course, Shap, Anubandhalo, Pelashakvasadjite, Halantyam. So those numbers I think are already known to you. Anubandhalo, Anubandhalo, by Lashakvasadjite, and Halantyam. And in the meanwhile, here also Halantyam, Anubandhalo, Ti. So it will be only the Ti will remain by Halantyam. So that is also gone. And in the now we can do the Guna Adesha for Rami become Rame. Echo Yava Yavaha become Ramai. So Ramai. So we'll just do this, and that will be for us. Ramai, Ramayati. Ramayati. So what we did here was, we did the Sarvathataka Yoha Gunaha, Echo Yava Yavaha, become Ramayati. Okay, the only thing here is that the Dhatu Ram is Ramate. Nateshu Ramate Buddha. Bhagavad Gita, Ramate Buddha. So Ramate is the asking for the Dhatu. Sutam Nichascha. Nichascha is going to make any as a general rule, when Nishpratya comes, you can use either Apnipadam or Apnipadam. Technically speaking, Apnipadam should only be used when the Kriyapalam is Katravipraya. Katravipraya Kriyaphale. But that is not followed. So the bottom line is that when Nishpratya comes, basically you can use either Apnipadam or Prasnapadam. So Nichascha Sutram, mentioned that, I think it's 1374. Not only that, but this Dhatu Ram itself has a specific Sutrani, which we can also look at very briefly. Dhatu Ram. So 1372 is Nichascha, 1374 Nichascha. Dhatu Ram itself has this, it becomes Dhatu Ram. Let's see, can find quickly. take Parasyapadam matrices. So, Shesha,
It
here it
is
is.
1383. Vyang Paribhyam.
Yang Paribhyo. But we
Paribhyo
have
Ramaha.
Abhirama. So that will not work. Vi Ang Paribhyo Ramaha. So Vi Ang Pari. So we have Abhi. So we cannot use that. So we can Nichasya can be used, but Nichasya can be used. Nichasya. In fact, if you recall, Nichasya, below this Nichasya, there is 2-3 rules, right? Remember we talked about this one? Is that Nehe, Buddha Yudha Nasha Janeng Pru Dru Srubhyo Nehe. They have to take the Parasyapadam necessarily. Next sutram says Nigarana Chalanarthyaha. Then Anau Akarmaka Chittavat Kartraka. So 1388. Remember we have to revise all these sutras. Anau Akarmakat Chittavat Kartrakat. So this Janaha Ramate, Abhiramate. Jana is Chittavat Kartru. He is a sentient being. Akarmaka Dhatu is there. If Akarmaka Dhatu is there, and then the Anikarta is Chittavat, Chittavan I should say. In that case, we have to use Parasyapadam when the niche comes in there. So 1388 in fact was what needs to be used here. 1388, you have to make it Abhiramayati. You cannot make it Abhiramayate because that the Dhatu Ram is Akarmaka Dhatu, Abhiram, and the Kartu is clearly some person over here. So it's going to be Chittavat Kartu, 1388. So Ramayati, Abhiramayati. Okay, so some practice. Apaniya Dukkham, Apaniya, Apa Dhatu Niya, Niya. So here also you have the Pratyak Twa is being used by Saman Kritikriyoha Purva Kale. The Twa becomes Lyap by Samasanyang Purve Kho Lyap. So the Sutta 3.421 along with 7.137. If you've been following the homework that you get every day, the examples, you know this one very, very well. We have already given about like 5-10 examples for this. So I hope all of you are following the examples when you have time. So on the avg-sanskrit.org, many examples are there. So this we've covered this point many times before. So who is the Samana Karta over here? From
Vidya, right?
Vidya.
Oh, Vidya, right?
Vidya is a Karta. Kanta is Upama only. So
Right.
Vidya. And on the Uttaravartini Kriya is Abhiramayati. So Dukkham Apaniya Abhiramayati. Removing sorrow.
Removing, taking it away.
She makes you delight. So that is the Apaniya is the 3.421, but the Aktva was used. Aktva became Yab because it's a compound. And the condition is that it should be Samana Karta, Samana Kartri in this case, doing 2 actions. And the earlier action takes the Pratyaktva. I hope all of you have revised this many times. So Apaniya is the, just put the numbers here. The Samana Kartri is Vidya. Uttaravartini Kriya is Abhiramayati. So Apaniya. So Samana Kartri Purva Kale. And Samasanyam Purve Kto Lyap Apani Dhatu. And the Kartri is Vidya. Uttaravartini Kriya is Abhiramayati. That's what we have. Then Kirtim Cha Dikshu Vitanoti. Vitanoti, Tanu, this Tanadi Gana. The first Gana of the 8th, first Dhatu of the 8th Gana. Nothing special. The Vana Vikaranam is U. We'll take Guna because the Pratyaya Tip being there. Sarva Dhatuka, Ardha Dhatuka Yoho. Vitanoti. So it spreads out. So scatters. So expands. So Kirtim Vitanoti Dikshu. Vidya Vitanoti. Remember the Karti is Vidya. So knowledge spreads your fame in all directions. Dikshu. What's the part in Dikshu?
Dik, is it?
The Dhatu is actually it is
Dish.
Dish Dhatu.
Dish Dhatu.
Yeah, quip. But then if you take Dhatu Dish with the Palave Shakaraha, will we get this from Dikshu? Let's look at that. Let's look at the so it's clearly Saptami Bahuvachanam. Very easy to spot it is the easiest vibhakti to spot because because the fact that every Saptami Bahuvachanam has a pratyaya su, which is Anubandha Lope su, and vice versa. If you have a Subandha form ending in su, then look for Saptami Bahuvachanam. Okay, so let's take the Pratipadikam dish and add the pratyaya su, which is sup Anubandha Lope. Saptami Bahuvachanam Anubandha Lope su. This is by Alantyam. Now, question: how did this word dish come about? How? Because if you look at this one, will you be able to get the form dikshu if you look this one? Probably won't. Because if you take it like that, then you're going to get the vrashcheti, murdanya shakara.
Vrashcheti, sir, right.
You are stuck with dit, so something like that. So you want that the shakara to be taking the kavargadesh.
Kavarga, right.
Kavargadesh.
Kavarga.
So now how do you get that? Is my question. To know that
7.3.
you have to first find. No, you have to find how this word dish was formed.
Oh.
How is the word dish formed? So there we have to see and find this around here. Okay, here it is. Ritvik, Dadrik, Srag, Dig, Ushnik, Kanju, Yunji, Kriyancha. Pratyaya quin is coming over here. Quin. So this dhatu dish takes a pratyaya quin. Quin. And then what happens is the quin pratyasya kuhu. What is the kavarga? I think it's 8272. So 3259. Pratyaya quin. And then by 82, I think 70. So 60, quin pratyasya kuhu. 62. To 62. Quin pratyasya kuhu. So what is 8 to 62 give us? Let's look at the vritti. See, a lot of rules to practice for you. We've done all these rules before. Unless you practice them, we were not recording at that time. We're trying to go through some old sutras here to practice for us. Kin pratyasya kuho. Kin pratyasya sarvatsa padante kuttam mishyate. So now, of course, we can get the padasanya by swadeshva surnamastani padasanya. And become dik. Let's put the so this itself was formed by pratyaya quin. So it is this itself was the dhatu dish. Dhatu dish was the pratyaya quin. Quin was used over here. Quin was used, and this was by 3 to 59. Ritvik, etc. These would take pratyaya quin. And now what we can do is that we can now make it, first of all, that sutram which I gave you is 8 to 62. Before you actually get vrashcheti shab, 8 to 36,
36.
become urdanya shakara, jalam yashonte. So if you want to go through all the steps really, we have to mention the padasanya first of all, because swadeshva sarnamastani padasanya by 1417. Next step is going to be, really, you do get the mudana shakara. That's two. So this one is going to be 8 to 36. 8 to 36. And then after that, we'll get the jalam jashwante. Jalam jashwante. So you're going to get did. That's two, but these steps don't matter because finally when kun pratyasya is going to come. After that, you're going to get pin pratyasya kuhu. So 8 to 39. Now comes 8 to 62. Make it dig. We'll make it dig. Dig plus su. And this is quin pratyasya kuhu. And after that, of course, we get the adesha pratyayoho and karicha. Adesha pratyayoho karicha. Come dig plus shu. So 8, 359, 8, 455 karicha. 8, 455. So one more time. The dish was formed using pratyaya quin. If you don't know that, you'll not be able to get the form dikshu. The critical sutram here is the quin pratyaya kuhu. So in fact, you can work backwards. Even if you don't know pratyaya quin was coming, you just take the dish Prajapadikam, you will end up with ditsu, something like that. So you know that has not happened. Your final form dikshu is in front of your eyes. So you can work in reverse. The fact that the Kavargadisha has come over here, or you might have Quinpatyastipuhu. Then you go and check in 3.2, that's Sutram 3.259. So you confirm that. So the 3 of course, in the Pratyaya Quin is Sarvapahar Lopaha. Sarvapahar Lopaha means the entire Quin takes Lopaha. By Halantyam, Podishadunanasikait, Dashakotadite, Verapuktasya. Even that Vakara goes away. In the Pratyaya Quin, everything goes away. It's a 0. When the Vakara goes away, Verapukta, I think it's 6167. So Quin is really a 0. So by using the usual sutrams, Halantyam, Dashakvatadite, Upadeshadanasikait, and Verapuktasya, so Quin Pratyasya, Sarvapahar Lopa Bhavati, the entire thing is gone. And but we need that because, first of all, this is a dhatu. We have to make a Prajapadikam from that. Before making we cannot be in the Pratyaya supex at all because of this Adhikara of 411. Niya Prajapadika. You just cannot take a dhatu and add supratyaya to that. So, Niya Prajapadika. So add the Pratyaya Quin because of Kut Tadisa Samasascha 1-46 because Prajapadika Sanya. Now add the Pratyaya sup and go through the steps 8-36, which is the Vrashcha Vrajascha Sham Shaha. So this Talavishakara ending dhatus followed by Jalira Padante becomes Murdani Shakara Desha by 8-36. After that, Jalam Jashonte did, but those really don't matter much because you're going to get Quin Pratyasya Kuho. And we get Dik Su and then Dikshu by the usual Adesha Pratyayoho Shatvam and then Kharija. Dikshu. Please practice these rules. Dikshu with an Opikitim. It spreads your fame in many directions. Tanoti Lakshmi, same dhatu, tan, means it spreads out wealth, spreads wealth. Kim na sadhayati. So what does it not accomplish? Again, the pratyaya aya, sadhayati, gets it done. So pratyaya sadhayati. So also niche has been used to become sadhi, becomes sadhayati, like before. So kalpalata iva kim na sadhayati, sarvam sadhayati ityartha. It accomplishes everything for you. It accomplishes. So kim na sadhayati kalpalata iva vidya. So vidya, like the kalpalata. Kalpalata is probably like a shakapatya compound. It is, we have not done compounds, but kalpa means like a ichha, your desire. Kalpa puraka lata. That it is like a creeper which fulfills your desires. Wish fulfilling tree. Kalpalata iva. Vidya kim na sadhayati, sarvam sadhayati. So what does it not accomplish? It accomplishes everything for you. So one more time. Knowledge, vidya, prathama ekvachanam. Like a mother, she protects. Like the father, she employs you into what's good for you. Engages you in what is good for you. Hiteya. Like a beloved, she delights you by removing your sorrow. She spreads your fame in all directions, and she increases or spreads your wealth. What does it not accomplish? So like a wish fulfilling tree, knowledge accomplishes everything. So kim is of course the Dvitiya Ekvachanam. Kim sadhayati. This is what's called a samanya napumsakam samanya. You see, kim is qualifying something general. So what in English? What does it not accomplish? Accomplishes everything. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Reshamana, typo in the book. Reshamana ashwa trunam bhukshanti. Again a typo. Bhukshante. So reshamanaha padachyedaha. Reshamanaha ashwaha trunam bhukshante. Let's look at 1366 quickly. Why I made one bhukshante? 1366 is Bhujanavane. Bhujanavane is the dhatu bhuj has a couple of meanings. So the main meaning is to eat. Another meaning is to protect. But if it's not in the meaning of protection, anavane. Avanam is protection, rakshanam. Anavane. Rakshanarthe. When it is not in the meaning of protecting, then bhuj can only take atmanipadam. Can only be atmanipadi dhatu. So because here clearly ashwaha trinam bhukshante, this is the not rakshanarthe. Tasmat bhujo anavane iti sutrena kevalam atmanipadam sambhavati, and then puravatsanaha. So sananta dhatu has to take the same pratyaya atmanipadam pratyapadam as puravat, as a shuddha dhatuvat. So because of bhujo navane along with 1362, we can now only use the pratyaya which is atmanipadam. Okay, so that we got that 1366 for the sutram. Now what else is coming here? We are saying okay, ashwaha kli ramava shabdaha katama bhavachanam reshamanaha. What pratyaya is this Hindu? It is reshamanaha pratyaya shanach. Shanach in place of lat. First being, I think dhatu itself is resh.
Hresh is the dhatu. Hrush is the dhatu, right?
No, this is a repa, not a
Not a
ruka.
Oh,
Ruka is a repa.
Hresh.
Dhatu is resh. Let me confirm that.
Right, that is correct. Yeah.
It should be
Yeah, it is correct. Yeah.
correct. So it's resh, right?
Right.
So resh. It's not a very common dhatu. Resh. Resh is to name a horse, to wine. Okay. So resh. So resh and atmanipadi dhatu. So here very quickly some steps is resh plus lat. Then latash shatrishana chava samana adhikarane. Latash shatrishana chava samana adhikarane. So by this now, but here we do have pratama samadhikaranam. The sutra I'm looking at is, of course, vartamane lat. After that, latash shatrishana chava samana adhikarane. So lat can take the adisha shatru or shanach, but not when it's some pratama samadhikaranam. Reshamanaha, we do have pratama samadhikaranam. So here the justification used is that
Vartamane, right? Because
let
cha.
down. So let iti vartamane. Punar let grahanam. Kvachit pratama samadhikarane api. So one more time. This is Sutra 32124. Even though Panini says a pratama samadhikarane, and right now we do have pratama samadhikarane because reshamanaha clearly is pratama bahuvachanam. Then how do we justify that? You can look at the vyakhyanam on this in this sutram. It says lat iti vartamane punar lat grahanam. Anurti lat was in the prior sutram. And why the lata is being said again? Lat iti vartamane punar lat grahanam adhika vidhanartham is to extend the sutram a little bit. So kvachit prathama samadhikarane api bhavati. That's one way you can do it, or you can look at the sutram below and maybe try to use one of these, but probably won't fit here very well. So you use the extension of 32124 in the pratyaya shana. Which one do you mean, shatru or shanach?
Shanach, right?
Why? Because of this tangana vatmanipadam. Tangana vatmanipadam. This ana pratyaya, they will become in atmanipadam. So Tangana Vapanipadam. So it will be Shatru and this choice will be Shatru and Shanach. But Tangana Vapanipadam, this Ana, the Shanach they can be used in Apanipadam. Because left Parasnipadam, Tangana Vapanipadam. We just checked Dhatu Resh, the Apnipadi Dhatu. So we could not use Shatru, we have to use Shanach. So going through these steps, so let's quickly look at the document. We have the okay, here we go. Here we are. So we have to bring in the resh. Plus, in the meanwhile, we'll bring shanach. Also get the pratyaya shap in between here. And then we have the pratyaya shanach. Of course, first we should bring lat. In place of lat, we got shanach by 3, 2, 124 from usual Kartari shop. In both of these, we get the Lashakvatadite, Halantyam, Anubandalope, Re, Sha, Ana. So usual it letters, remove the it letters. Okay, what's the last sutram? Where the Makara come from? Makara.
Makara.
Ane Muk.
Ane Muk, yeah.
Ane Muk. Ane Muk. Anubandalope, we got this. So here we use the 138, Lashakvatadite, Halantyam. That pashat Ane Muk. Ane Muk, where will that be? Ane Muk. Ane Muk, I think it's 7.2.
7.2, right. 7.2.
82.
82, right.
Adantamangam, Adantamangam, followed by the Pratyaya Ana. Then they say Muk Agama. So Adjantau Takitau. So this is the 7.282. Look at the Vyakhyanam for 7.282. Ane Muk. So the Agama is Muk. So Adjantau Takitau will become Antyavayavaha. You go to the end of the Angam. So Ane Padataha, Angasya, Ataha. So Adantasya Angasya, Muk Agama Bhavati. So by 7.282, bring in the Muk Agamaha, and finally we get, we will get Re, Sha, and then Ma, no. Of course, it's becoming Ramavat, will become declined. Ramavat is called Ashwaha, become Reshamanaha. And of course, you can finally use the, so when we make Reshamanaha, we have to use Atkupanim Vavaya, the 842. Because between the Murdana Shakara Nimittam, and this karyam is over here. We have akara, makara. So atkupu is povarta. So we can use 8 for in reshamanaha. Reshamanaha. So we have to use 8 for 2. Okay. So what we have is from ashwaha reshamanaha prunam bhukshante dhatu bhuj. Bhuj Adapatya Sun Anit Dhatu Bhuj in the Janteshu list. We check 7 to 10. Let's see what is in the Janteshu. 7 to 10. Look at the Karikas. So Ekash was in Ratat. So Janteshu. The Gusiddhanta common, if you look at the Janteshu. Tyaja Nija Bhaja, Bunja, Bhuja. So Bhuja, it's Anit Dhatu. So Bhuj plus the Pratyaya Sun. Now, because now how is it going to start? What about the Pugand Lugubal?
Halantacha.
Halantacha. So if you have Halanta Dhatu, Ik Samipad, so which has the Ik prior to it, then and if you have a Jaladi Sun, that's always with the Agama. Always Sun the Pragaha, first thing Idagama. Because all these rules depend on Idagama being there or not there. So 1 to 10. Bhuj Sa. Yudhi Abhyasaha. Won't put all steps on the board because it's kind of straightforward. Haladi Sheshaha. It's going to become Abhyase Charcha. It's going to become Bhuj. So let's put some basic steps over here. So we become Bhuksha. So we first have Bu, Bhuj. So is what we have. She should really make it because Abhyasi Chacha will come later on in the Spadikaya. So Bhu Bhuj. So just put some basic rules here. First of all, you start with Dhatu Karmanaha Saman Kritika Ichchayamva. Anit Dhatu 7 to 10 Idagama Nishedaha. Tat Paschat Guna Nishedaha by 1 to 10 Halantacha. So, and then of course the Sanyangoho and the Haladi Sheshaha, that is done. So, Bhu Bhuj. Now, when you go to Tripadikadam from
Shohokuho, right?
Shohokuho, then we'll get kharicha.
Kharisha.
Meanwhile, abhyase cha, then
Adesha pratyaya.
adesha pratyayoho. So we'll get that's good. And then of course being the let becomes being the ta, then becomes chita from tere, kita apne pranam tere becomes te. No, I'm sorry. We get bhukshante. So will become the jip ja pratyaya. Tipta ja. So ja becomes anjontaha. So in the meanwhile shap will come in there. Then became chita apne pranam tere. Chizapane padanam tere becomes ante. Ato gune between those. So those we want to put down those rules. So we just put these rules for the stananta. Bu bhuk shante. So, okay. So what did we do? We got, as Indra said, we got the chohokuho. Then we got abhyase charcha. Before that, we get
Adesha pratyaya.
abhyase charcha, and then kharicha. So that's the main rules. Okay. Vuvukshante. Okay. Karsha sanyoge kha. Vukshante. Simple meaning is bhoktum icchanti. Ashvaha. Tunam bhoktum icchanti. Sureshamanaha ashvaha. Horses which are neighing, they want to eat the grass. The neighing horses want to eat grass. Reshamanaha ashvaha tunam bhoktum icchanti bhokshanti. Next one, ye hiranyam lipsante te paresham unnatim rutsanti. Strange sentence, but adbhuta kalpana. Vakyam, ye janaha hiranyam yutya ekvachanam vanavat lipsante labdhum icchanti te. Of course, this is the latlakar again. This is pratham purusha bhavachanam. Te janaha paresham anyesham, others. This is like sarvesham, sarvanama shabdaha, a pronoun. So what sutram you have to get the paresham is, how do you get the sutagamaha?
Ami sarvanamna sut.
Ami sarvanamna sut. Where will that be?
Is it
752.
7152?
Just like sarvesham, paresham. So please practice these rules. Ami sarvanamna sut. I know you know the form paresham or sarvesham. Good to practice sutras for that. Ami sarvanamna sut. So paresham. Bhavachan jaliyet, which is going to be 72103.
73.
73103. Right. And after that, of course, the adesha pratyayoho. So paresham, simple subanta prakriya, which we have done, but good to practice again. Paresham. Okay, so we got the sut agamaha, amisvanamna sut. We need that to get the Bhavachan Jaliyet. Jaliyet. So 73103 from Bhavachan Jaliyet. And then, of course, after that, Adesha Pratyayoho. Okay, now Lipsante. Dhatu Labh is Apnepadi Dhatu. So that is fine. We got Purvatsanaha. You got the Apnepada Pratyaha. Ja becomes Jvanta, etc. But let's first start Dhatu Labh plus Ja. So Labh plus Ja. Now what can we do over here? Labh.
I think
so, 317. Dhatoho karmanaha saman kartakadichayam. Wow. So you see the abhyasa lopa taking place, right? So that means it must be some.
So 7,454.
Yes, it must be some sutra between 54 and 57.
54 and 7.
Because 58 is telling us that atsalopa abhyasa. So tasmat tena nyayate tatpuram eva idam sutram bhavet. So sani mi ma ghu rabha labha shak pat padam achaha is achthane is sadeshaha tatpashchad atsalopa abhyasa cheti anina sutrena abhyasa lopaha. 7454, 7458. So really by 619 sanyangoha would have come. but Aksalopabhyasasya. Okay, so labha is adesha.
Yes,
So what? How will you make that now? So there's no abhyasa takes lopaha, and we
so
get
it'll be lib.
so
Libs.
becomes is,
A
right?
become is, right.
Becomes lis. Lis, bha, and then sa. What we use is the 54, 74, 58. Now what will you?
I think now you have to do the you have to do
You want
skoho.
lips. So we, of course,
Right.
the
So
bha,
you have to remove the sakara.
the bha is first, sakara has to go away.
Correct.
The,
Skoho sanyorade.
yes, ko sanyogadyorante cha.
Antecha.
Ko sanyogadyorante cha. So if it's sakara, which is the sanyogadi, the sanyoga itself is followed by either, jalipadante.
Chalipada.
Sanyoga is the sakara bhakara sanyoga. So paratah sakara vartate sanpatyasya. So sabha sanyoga tat paschat sakarah. Tasmat ko sanyogadyorante cheti purvasya sakarasya lopaha. So that sutram is what? Ko sanyogadyorante
8229, I think, isn't it?
8 to 29, very good. 8 to 29. So ko sanyogadyorante cha. And then of course you're going to get kharicha.
Karicha.
Kharicha. So those are two main rules. We won't put the other rules, straightforward rules. So we just make the final form, which is lip sante. I'm sorry, lip sante, and so we used kosanyoga devarante cha. We used khadicha, bhakarasya sthane bhakaradeshaha, 8455. And of course, we also need to refer to 1362, which is Purvastanaha. Dhatu lab is Atmanepadi Dhatu. San Pratyaya will take the same Atmanepada Pratyaya because the Shuddha Dhatu is Atmanepadi Dhatu. So lipsante labdhum icchanti ho. Labdhum icchanti ho. Ye janaha hiranyam labdhum icchanti ho. Those people who want to obtain gold means wealth. Janaha paresham unnatim ut plus natihi dhatu nam plus the pratyaya striyam tin. Here what is makar lopa bhava sutram? Natihi.
Can you repeat that, Satishi?
In the word natihi, so dhatu nam pratyaya tin.
Oh.
So
Anudattopadesha?
Okay, Anudattopadesha anatitanotyadinam anudasika lopo jalikiniti. So if you have a anunasikanta dhatu, which is anudattopadesha, so it's going to be, it is by 7 to 10. Anudattopadesha means it will be not vidagamaha. There are 6 dhatus, yama, nama, rama, gama, and the hanman. These dhatu followed by jalikiniti, anudasika lopaha. One more thing to bear in mind for you. Pratyaya, this is anit dhatu anyway, but the pratyaya sin pratyaya will never take idagamaha by 7 to 9. So no matter what dhatu it is, general those, no idagamaha. So in the word natihi, we have to just use this 6437. Kriyam tin is 3394 and then 6437 dhatu nam. Nam plus ti becomes natihi. Unnatihi. Natihi is bowing down. But unnati means the prosperity or rising up, or the glory. So unnati, advancement. So rising up. Unnatim, rud sante. So rud dhatu, rud is being used over here. Rud. So paresham unnatim rud santi.
The desire to obstruct it, prevent it.
A desire to obstruct. Roddhum icchanti. So those who want to obtain gold, means wealth, they desire to block the progress of others. Paresham unnatim rudsanti. Any special? Dhatu rud. Nothing special, right? So,
Nothing, just karicha, right?
Haricha, and of course haladi sheshaha.
Haladishesha.
If you're saying dhatu rud, the thing is anudattu paja dhatu.
Right.
Let's confirm that by going to 7 to 10. So first thing idagamaha. So the dhanteshu. Krudha, krudha, budhya, dhruva.
Yeah. Rud is in the next.
Rud is there. So,
Right.
a lot of nashi sandhi is there. But the dhatu rud is there. There are 11 dhatus, dhanteshu, which are anit dhatavaha, anitaha dhatavaha. And the dhanteshu, it is the rudha, yudha rudha, back here. So, yudha rudha, okay, so that is radha. So that's the coming there. So we are only kharicha is, and here also you need to mention, should mention halantacha. Rud, so you've taken the guna, the pugant legupascha guna. You start by 1, 2, 10, same like we did before today. Halantacha. 1, 2, 10, there is no guna. Put only that one and then we'll, otherwise the rest of it is straightforward. So it's 7 to 10, 1 to 10, no guna. So rut, santi. So santi, think of 1 to 10. It stops 7 to 86. So that is, so those who desire to obtain gold or wealth, they want to block the progress of others, or the glory of others. This next one, of course, you all know. Kurukshetre, of course, Saptami Ekvachanam, Yutsavaha, Dhatu Yutsu, Yuddham Ichavaha, Pandavaha, Kauravaha, Cha, Samavetaha. So the sons of Pandu and descendants of Kuru, they had assembled Samavetaha, Sam Ava Ita, Dhatu Ingatau, Adgunaha, Samavetaha. So they had come together. So Kurukshetra, Yutsavaha. We'll stop with that. Yutsavaha, let's finish this form. Yutsavaha, Dhatu Yudh, the Patya. U has been used, anything special here? Yutsu. In forming the Dhatu Yutsu. Of course, as usual, start with Dhatoha Karmanaha, Samanskritka Ichayam Va. In check 7 to 10, we just saw that. Like Yud Rud, right? So
yes.
Dhanteshu Yud Rud. By 7 to 10, this is Ekacha Upadeshe, Anudatta Dhatu Upadeshe, Ekas Dhatu Upadeshe Anudattaha. Smat Karanat Idagaman Samhoti. Pashat, we can also mention the Halantacha, the Guninishadaha, Kiniticha Guninishadaha. Halantacha only makes the pratyek kit, but they use 115, of course, that's understood, okay? So when I say halantacha, so kit, pratyek kit bhavati, kiniticha, 115, so the 115 I'm not mentioning, but I'm assuming you know that 115. So, and then of anything else, just only kharicha, right?
Kharicha.
Finally, we'll use kharicha when you do the, when you make kharicha sipadi karyam, you have to wait till you actually decline the form, and then only use kharicha. Until you form the padam, don't do tripadi karyam until the padam is formed. Pratyaya U by 3 to 168. So sana shamsa bhiksha uhu, na shamsa bhiksha uhu. So yuyutsa will take the technically yuyutsa really. Yuyutsa will take pratyaya U. This is by 3 to 168. And finally, what do we do to get the akar lopaha? You did it today before. Remember that?
Atolopa.
Atolopaha adhadhatuke.
Adhadhatuke.
Sing siddharvadhatukam adhadhatukam sheshaha. Atolopaha adhadhatuke. Yutsu. And it will be adjective. Adjective, it will be declined here like Guru Shabdaha. What's the sutram here? Let's see, Vasu, what's the sutram here? Yutsu plus just. Sutram to do the Guna Adesha, Vasu. Any chance? Guru Shabdaha, Hari Shabdaha, Hareyaha, Hareyaha. Anybody else in the class besides Hindu? Okay, Usha has it. Anything? Any chance, Vasu? Any chance? Anybody else in the class?
Unmuted.
Yes, Usha. Yes, Usha. Jasicha. You gotta get a headphone. You gotta get a new. You have to present Usha the new headphone present on New Year. So you put Jasicha. So Jasicha, I think. Where will that be? Where will that be, Jasicha?
Will it be in 7-3?
7-3 where? Is it Guna Adesha there in 7-3?
Right. Well, it will be after Hrasvasya Guna, right?
Rasvasya Gunaha, very good. Rasvasya Gunaha. Let's see if we can find it there. Rasvasya Gunaha. So Rasvasya Gunaha, very good, Jasicha. 73109. So anyway, practice all these rules, please. We're doing a lot of old rules in the class. It's slowing us down a little bit. I think they're important. Otherwise, we just forget all these rules. So Jasicha. 73109. Thank you, Usha. Jasicha is correct. So when we finally do use Savaha, actually here we should be using the, now once you do Jasicha and everything else, so you use Savaha, of course the become you use so plus then Echo Yavayavaha. So 73109, and then we should really be using Kharicha. Because this is now we can go to the Vajikalam Suptingan Sampadam. So okay, let's start with that.
8455, Satishji.
I'm sorry.
8455.
Yeah, 8455. Yes, I know. 8455. 73109 is correct. And thank you.
I think there's a typo there.
Yes, I got it. 8455. Thank you. So, any typo, if you notice any typos after the class, also let us know. We'll correct the document, please. So any typos, any corrections, anything wrong in the class, you want to make it, our whole objective as a class together is to make it as easy as possible for the future students. That's all we're trying to do. Recording these classes, making the documents ready. So now that we have the web and we have this Unicode, everything format, font and all that, we're trying to make it as easy as possible. So we have one objective, is to pass it along to next students so they can then take it from there to the next level. Okay. The meaning of this shloka was, shloka I should say, Vakyam is the sons of Pandu and the Kauravaha, descendants of Kuru. They assembled in Kurukshetra, desiring to fight. So Yodham Ichvaha. We stop with that. We go to the next one next time. Ramo Raja Manis Sada Vijayate Ramam Ramesham Vijay Ramena Vijata Nishachara Chamu Ramaya Tasmai Namaha Raman Nasti Parayanam Parataram Ramasya Dasosmyaham Rame Chittale Stadhavo Tamevo Ramama Mudhara Rama Rameti Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranamatattuliyam Ramanama Varadane Sri Ramanama Varadana Unnavati. Was we okay?